welcome back to Jay's Kitchen. So today I'm going to be sharing with you on how I make an authentic Malaysian recipe dish called Nasi Lemak. So it's loosely translated in English as coconut rice. So it's a very famous breakfast dish in Malaysia, and it consists of fried anchovies, fried peanut, of course the coconut rice, and then you have cucumbers, you have boiled egg, or you can even use fried egg, and also anchovy sambal. So I'm going to be making this, but I'm going to be omitting the fried anchovies and also fried peanuts this time when I'm making it, because I don't have enough of fried anchovies and I don't have peanuts with me on hand. But I'm going to make the basic nasi lemak dish, which will be consisting of the coconut rice, anchovy sambal, cucumber, and I'm also going to make boiled egg and fried egg. So you can also add in other dishes that you prefer, like chicken sambal, squid sambal, or prawn sambal, or you can even add in fried chicken. So it's all up to your preference, but like I said, today I'm just going to make the basic nasi lemak set, which will be the coconut rice, cucumbers, eggs, and also the anchovy sambal. So firstly, we're going to start making the rice. Let's see what we need to make this coconut rice. So what I have here is my rice. I have 3 cups of rice here. I have my 1 can of coconut milk, which I'll be pouring everything inside, and the balance water that I need to cook the rice, I'm going to be adding in plain water. So this will be the spices that I'm going to add in. I will usually add in 2 or 3 cardamom seeds and probably about like a pinch of fenugreek seed. And then here I have my salt to season. I have my ginger, which I'm going to slice it, and also my screw pine leaves, which is also known as pandan leaves. So firstly, now I'm going to wash the rice, make sure that it's clean before I start cooking the rice. So as you can see, I've already washed my rice in the rice cooker, and I've actually made sure that I've removed all the water. Removed all the water, and so now I'm going to add in the ingredients into this. So firstly, I'm going to add in my coconut milk. So 1 cup of my coconut milk. So I'm going to give it a nice mix. So usually for 3 cups of rice, I always make sure that I have roughly about 5 cups of water. So about 5. The rest of the measurement, I'm just going to add in just plain water, and I'm going to give it a nice mix here. Just make sure that all the rice has gone in. Okay, then I'm going to add in my fenugreek, cardamom, and my ginger. And also my screw pine leaves. Going to give it a nice mix. So we're going to give it one mix just to make sure all the coconut is all mixed together. And finally, we're going to add in a little bit of salt, just for the taste, not too much. Okay, and give one final mix until everything is well combined. And then we're going to add this into our rice cooker. So always remember, once your rice cooks, you will definitely want to open the rice cooker and make sure that you've actually given it another mix at the final end. Once it's cooked, use a fork or a chopstick. Now we've closed it, and we're going to cook the rice. So our rice is done for the nasi lemak, the coconut rice. So always make sure that once your rice cooks, immediately open the cover, take a fork or take a chopstick, and then make sure that you give it a fluff. Mix it all again together, because sometimes when the rice is cooking, all the ingredients actually comes up, like the screw pine leaves, the spices, everything comes up and it starts standing on top of the rice. So once the rice cooks, you will have to open the cover and get a chopstick or a fork or a spoon, and make sure you fluff up everything and get everything mixed up together, and then leave it in the rice cooker closed for probably another 15 to 20 minutes, just to make sure everything is mixed together and the rice is really cooked, well done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with our eggs. So I'm going to be doing boiled eggs first. So, and then after that we'll be doing the fried eggs. So I'm heating up a pot of water here. I'm going to wait till my water boils, and then I'm going to add in the eggs, and we're going to allow the eggs to cook till it's hard boiled. So let's get the eggs, and then while waiting for the water to boil. So my water is already boiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop in the eggs one at a time, and then we're going to allow the eggs to boil till it's hard. So I'm actually dropping in 5 eggs. So I'm actually going to allow the eggs to cook. And then while the eggs are cooking, we're going to start cutting our cucumbers. So I have my cucumber here, which I'm actually going to slice it. So I'm going to remove the plastic, and I'm going to slice my cucumbers. And my cucumbers are done. So I've already cut my cucumbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a fork, and I'm actually going to scrape the skin of the cucumber to give it a nice design when I actually slice it. So we're going to do this for both the cucumbers. Right up, everything is scraped off. So as you can see, I've already scraped my cucumbers. So it will look nicer when you actually slice it. So we're going to slice it, not too thin, not too thick. You want it to have the right size. So as you can see, it gives out a nice shape here. So we're going to slice all these cucumbers, and then our cucumber is done. So this is the end result for the cucumber. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the cucumber in the refrigerator until it's actually time to eat. So while it chills there, we're going to check on our boiled eggs. So since my boiled egg is still boiling, so right now we are going to fry the fried egg. So I've heated up my stove, and I'm going to pour in some oil, probably a little bit extra. When I'm frying the eggs, I want my egg to be sort of deep frying. So it's okay to pour a little bit extra, because you can always use back this oil when you're making the anchovy sambal. So I'm going to allow my oil to heat up a little bit before we break in the eggs. So my oil is hot, and I'm going to gently pour in my egg. I'm going to allow my egg to cook. Just continue pouring the oil a little bit on top. Egg roast. So I'm going to allow this egg to actually drip on a kitchen serviette. So right now I'm going to fry my next egg. So my next egg actually goes in. Oil on top so it cooks on top. I'm going to attempt to remove the egg nicely this time. If you want it a little bit more crispier, you can always allow it to cook some more. So I've always preferred my eggs to be like this. Oopsie. We're going to allow it to go on a kitchen serviette. So we're going to fry all the eggs until we've done everything. So my eggs eventually turned out pretty good. So now my fried eggs are done and we're going to have a look at our boiled eggs. So as you can see, my rice, it's cooked. So as you can see, all the ingredients is actually on top. So I'm going to do now is I'm going to give it a mix. I'm using a chopstick here. Just give it a nice mix. Just make sure that everything is well combined. Okay, and mix nicely right at the bottom too. And then our coconut rice is done. Then we're going to close it and allow it to just keep warm for another 15-20 minutes or till we have our meal. So I have here my eggs which have already been cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the water, let it cool in ice cold water for a bit, and then I'm going to peel the eggs, and then our boiled eggs are done. So my boiled eggs are done perfectly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with our anchovy sambal. So before we see the ingredients for our ikan bilis sambal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my anchovy sambal, and I'm going to, this is a hot water, I'm going to drop everything inside here and allow the anchovies to soak in hot water for a little bit. The type of anchovies I have is really hard, so I'm going to soften them. So I'm going to allow this to sit for a little bit. So now we're going to see what are the ingredients we need for the anchovies sambal. So the ingredients that we need for this anchovy sambal would be our tamarind, and I have my chili paste here. I have 1 onion, a few cloves of garlic, 1 tomato, my salt and sugar to season, and I have my tomato ketchup and also my curry leaf. Let me gather the ingredients and then we can start cooking. So I've already gathered the ingredients. So here I'm only using half an onion, about 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, 1 tomato, and 1 to 2 sprigs of curry leaf. And I'm soaking my tamarind here. And firstly, what we're going to do is we are going to drain the anchovies on a strainer and we're going to fry it. And of course, I have my tomato ketchup, my salt and sugar to season, and my chili paste I'm going to use later. So let's start frying the ikan bilis, which is also called the anchovy. So firstly, we're going to fry the anchovies using the same oil that we had used to fry the egg. So what I'm going to do is I've already strained it and I'm going to drop it inside. And I'm going to fry it. So I'm going to mix it and make sure that I get all the anchovies fried. So it has to be fried crispy. So it'll take a couple of minutes for it to fry. So when you feel your anchovies are crispy enough, you can actually remove them from the pan, and you can just remove it and drain the oil. And put it into another pan. Make sure you removed all the anchovies from the pan itself. So after frying our anchovies here, so what I'm going to do is I have a clean pan here, which I'm going to be pouring some oil, and we're going to make our sambal. Okay. We're going to heat up the oil, and then we're going to start cooking. So my pan is already heated up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my garlic, my onion, and my curry leaves. I'm going to saute this a little bit till the onions turn translucent. So once my onions turn translucent, we'll be adding in salt, a little bit, and also sugar. And we're going to give it a nice mix. And we're going to saute for probably another minute. So once my onion turns a little bit brown in color, I'm going to add in my chili paste. Roughly about 2 tablespoons. Which here I have just enough for 2 tablespoons. Give it a nice mix. We're going to saute this till the raw smell goes away. And then we are going to be adding in the tomatoes. Mix it up. And here I'll be adding in a little bit of water. So I'm going to take all my chili powder, add in some water, and add it in here. So you want to cook this on medium heat so the potatoes go soft and the water reduces a little bit. So I'm going to be adding in tamarind juice, diluted roughly about half cup of water. And we're going to mix it gently and allow it to come to a rapid boil. So my tamarind is come to a rapid boil. So here I'm going to add in my tomato ketchup, roughly about 1 tablespoon. Okay. And then we're going to mix it a little bit. So I'm going to allow it to boil one more time, and then we can switch off the stove before adding in the ikan bilis sambal. So now I'm going to add in my anchovies. Make sure you got all the anchovies inside. And then give it a nice mix. we're going to switch off the heat and we're going to allow the anchovies to sit with the sauce and the sambal for about a couple minutes. And then we can transfer it to a separate bowl. So this is my end result of my Nasi Lemak set. So I have my rice, coconut rice, boiled egg and fried egg, my anchovy sambal, and my sliced cucumbers. So this is what we called Nasi Lemak. I hope you guys enjoyed my video of how I made my Nasi Lemak, which is also called coconut rice in Malaysia. So if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up, like my video, share it on your social media and among your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rainbows and Butterflies Forever. If you haven't, don't forget to click the subscribe button that's below this video and press the notification bell so you will always receive an email notification whenever my new email or video is out on my YouTube channel. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you again watching my videos on my YouTube channel, Rainbows and Butterflies Forever. Have a good day and happy lunching!